Hello, friends. I don't know if it's clicked over yet. I didn't realize it was already 2 minutes past. Whoops. So, hello. Let me get myself where I can see the comments. Getting all my stuff printed. Here we go. Share link and send to me with link. Okay. And I can get you guys up over here as well. Happy Wednesday. Can't even believe it's already Wednesday this week, you guys. This week is going by way too fast. Holy cow. Okay, we should be good here. Oh yes, and then I can see you all. Hey, so I see you guys. Hi. I see Crystal, Kay, Deb, Caleb, Terry, Michelle. Hello. Good afternoon. It is the afternoon. Yes, I'm just getting all of my photos printed real quick here, and then we'll go over to the desk. That one's working. Got you, and you, and you. All right, and then I also got to get my journaling printed too, and then we should be good to go. So I've got all of that. We're going to make some story cards, and then I have a few things that I'm going to cut out. Okay. Oh, let's get some paper. Okay, so and I'm going to print this, and then we'll go over to the desk. So how are y'all doing today? You got Gabriella baby version of the sweatshirt. I love this shirt. It's so cute. It's really comfortable and it's really cute. Hi, Meg. Hi, Rachel. Hey, you guys. How's everybody's week going? How's November starting out? Anything fun happening this week for you all? Let's get that going. We're going to hit another button and then we can go over there. Okay, come on. There we go. All right, so let's bring you guys over to the desk. Bear with me for just a second. I'm going to put you over on the desk and just have you look directly at my table. So we'll do that here in just a second. I'm going to bring this over so I can see the comments. Bring this over. So sorry about all of the fussiness here. Okay, here we go. And hopefully we won't have technical difficulties today. Okay. Rachel, your husband has COVID? Oh no. Oh no, I hope that he gets better. I hope it's mild. Let it be mild. Oh. It's almost like after all this time where everyone's been really safe and trying their best to not get it, and then you know, and then to get it after all that work, it's such a bummer. All right, okay, here we go. So got some journaling, some photos, more photos. So this isn't everything I'm going to be using, but it'll give us a start here. I'll probably cut stuff out as we go today. You got your booster shot this morning. It's throwing you for a bit of a loop, unlike the first two. Oh, man. I'm waiting for us to be able to get boosters, too. It's complicated because we are leaving on Sunday to go to Mexico for my sister's wedding. And praying that we do not get COVID while we're there. So then to come back home, we'll have to get tested like the day before we fly. And if you test positive for COVID, they won't let you fly. So then you're kind of stuck and stranded in Mexico. So keep your fingers crossed that we don't get it. But it does make me kind of scared. Scared to travel. We'll see how that goes. But if we could have gotten a booster like last week, I totally would have done it. We can't, like I don't qualify my work doesn't qualify, nothing qualifies us to get the booster right now here in Michigan. So it's not going to happen, but I wish that we could have before we go on the airplane, because that would have been really nice. Although they did just finally approve the 5 to 11 age range. So Izzy is now, she's now able to get a COVID vaccination. And I believe it started this week for the, for appointments, which are all taken. But now, like, I can't get her a vaccination, like, right before we go, because then what if it made her sick? And then, yeah, so it'll just have to be as soon as we get home. She'll get it. I told her, like, Izzy, guess what? You know, you can get a vaccination now. And she was really excited about it until I was like, yeah, we'll go get it when we come back from Mexico. And, you know, it'll just be like a shot and you'll be done. And then she was freaking out. And I'm like, you know, we've been talking about this for over a year about being excited for when she could get it. Like, she has been asking me, when can I get mine? When can I get mine? But now that it's all too real now. just kind of funny. Health reasons qualify you. Yep. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's good to see people starting to get the booster too, you know? Just some extra layers of protection. Okay. So we got a couple of photos here. Hey, Erica. You are educators. You are above other humans, as you should be. Educators are the true blessings of the world. Like, you know, for real though. Like, I couldn't do it. You've all of my respect, all of it. And then yes, you should absolutely be able to qualify for it first. I mean, you're the ones at the front lines, you know, educators and healthcare workers. All right, so I think for now, maybe I will just go ahead and cut these down. Yes, Mag, teachers. Yep. So educators over here are the teachers. Do you have to wear masks in Mexico? I don't know. We'll bring ours because we're just more comfortable wearing them. But I don't know what their rules are for masks. I know that we do not have to get tested to go to Mexico, which is kind of interesting. But we do have to test in order to come back. And then once we're here, it's recommended that we get tested again a couple days later, just to be sure. I had to email Izzy's teacher today because she'll be out of school for the whole week, and find out, you know, when we come back from Mexico, like, what is the procedure? You know, like, do I need to get 2 weeks of schoolwork to do at home? Do we need to quarantine for an extra week? Do we need to get a test in order for her to return to school? Is there a procedure? I hope that there is. Like, I would hope that if we travel out of the country, that they'd be like, yeah, we're going to need you to test and make sure you don't have anything. I'll be totally cool with that. But you just never know. I just don't really know what the procedure is. So hopefully she'll get back to me with that. We'll be able to move on from there. Okay, there we go. So there's all my photos, all my journaling. So the next thing I need to do is get a couple of things cut out on my silhouette. So I have a Life Crafted album coming in the mail. Hey, Kimberly. I have a Life Crafted album coming in the mail that's going to be dedicated to Dia de los Muertos. And what I've decided that I'm going to do each year, because I don't want to make an entire album for every single year. That's not what I'm looking to do. What I want to do, and actually I have a spare one that maybe I'll just grab and use for now, just so that this has a place to go in. I'll use the purple one. This is going to be Izzy's school book. Are these all just full page? Yeah, they are. Okay, so this is going to be, the size of the album. And what I'm going to do is separate it into a couple of different sections, or at least, 2 sections to begin with. Where is my... So what I want to do is grab out some of my transparencies and see if I've got one in here. Actually, like this one could be really good. Do I have white paper? So this is... from the Buenos Dias collection that was made by Obed Marshall. So this might be what I use, actually. I like that a lot. But let's see if I've got anything else in here, because what I want to do is create some sections for our different family members so that they each have like we can flip to their page, I've also got this Poppies paper. I think this was a Paige Evans one, maybe, possibly. It's possible. I don't know. It's pretty, but I don't know about that one. It's not very, doesn't make me think Dia de los Muertos. So maybe not that one. I've got polka dots. That could be okay. This is just my clear. I have, how many of those do I have left? 4? Okay. This can go back in the envelope. So these are just blank, clear ones. This is some vellum. This is some vellum from last year's December Daily. I had left some colored vellum, which that could also be an option to do vellum, maybe. Maybe I'll do that. And then I've got this one. Oh, is this another? No, just pieces. This is one that I picked up for December Daily last year, but I never used it, which is like numbers. So we'll do that. So I'm going to put these in here. So then the hope is that in pulling out this album each year, like eventually some of our family and friends, we might over time like run out of stories, so like for example, my husband's cousin passed away when he was either 17 or 18 from a brain tumor. And at the time, Aaron he said he was like 10, he thinks, when his cousin died. So he has some memories of him, but not a ton of memories of him. So that could be one that eventually we might not be able to think of anything new to tell. And that's okay. We don't have to have new stories. A lot of times Dia de los Muertos is about just retelling the stories of them, So in having a book like this, we'll be able to just pull it out and flip open some pages and like that could be cool too. I like that. Flip open some pages and tell some stories, Okay, so like these are all good ones. These are from A Week in the Life album a couple years ago. That one could be good for it. That one could be good for it. That one could be good. I think this one I'm going to save for December Daily. It's like a green Starry Night one. This one I'll save for another time as well. It says be obsessively grateful. And the rest of this I'm going to put back. So I like the idea of using transparency material better than vellum, because vellum is kind of, it's more delicate. And for these being a divider, I'm thinking that I need something that's a bit more substantial, that's not going to tear over the years. So we'll put that back. And all of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a section at the beginning that is essentially going to be a home for stories about how and why we celebrate the holiday. And I am not going to fill all of those stories this year. In fact, my plan is to tell the how. No, I'm going to tell what. So what is Dia de los Muertos and why do we celebrate it? So I have two separate stories of journaling that I pre-did there. One is what is it, and one is why do we celebrate it? And then over the years, I'll fill in more stories. So there could be like, maybe next year I'll do a story about Pan de Muerto, which is the bread that I made yesterday. And maybe one of the years I'll talk about, you know, how we decorate. Maybe one of the years I'll do, you know, what makes an ofrenda. Actually, I didn't really need two of these, did I? That's okay. I don't know what else I would use it for anyway, so we'll just do them both for here. And so, you know, just filling in those stories over time. Like, I don't need to tell them all right now. 8 1/4. And this one too, 8 1/4. And then for the family pieces, I want to do a title page for them where it's got, well, their transparency, which will have their name on it. And then inside, I want to do a full page picture of them, which some people I need to find full or ask for the pictures of those family members. And size are you? Like, are you the same size? Not quite. So maybe I won't use these ones here. So I need to get full page photos of them, or photos that I can enlarge to be a full page photo. And then on the inside of that, so imagine that it's like a full page photo. And then on the back side, there will be a full page of journaling. And that's where I'm going to write down some people whose story I know and some whose story I don't know. I basically want to write like, who are they and how are they related to us, and just some general information about them. And then fill the rest of their section with 3x4 cards that just have different stories. So just little bits of journaling, and maybe I'll add, you know, like a photo here and a photo there, but for the most part, to just have it be, I think I'm going to do this one, to just have it be story focused. Okay, so yes, I'm going to do this one right here. Those I'm going to keep because you just never know when you might want to use it, you know? I find myself using small pieces of the plastic. Okay, so that's going to give me an intro, and then 3 of them. And you know what? I might as well make one more. Maybe I'll do the blue color. So right now we have 3 relatives that go on our ofrenda. We have my grandma, who passed away when I was in college, back in 2010, and she was very young. She was only 65 at the time, and it wasn't expected or anything like that, you know. So I have her. She's the only one on my side of the family, and then my husband has his cousin and his great aunt, and then his grandpa actually just passed away this year. But his grandpa won't go on the ofrenda until next year. So the way that works is when your relative passes away, there's a year of mourning, which would be like the rest of this year. So he passed away in 2021. So this would be the year of mourning. And then next year, he would go on the ofrenda. So that's what we're going to do. Next year is we'll put him on. But I'm going to go ahead and make his divider. So since I'm getting it all out anyways. So I'll do that now. Just we won't add anything to it until next year. He's the only one who's passed away right now that we both knew. So like Aaron never met my grandma. I never met his cousin. And I never met his Aunt Joanne either. Although I went to his Aunt Joanne's funeral. So we were dating at the time when she passed away. Okay, so that gives me all of my dividers. So now, let's toss all that away. I'm going to put the rest of these transparencies back. I missed some of those. Okay. What is this? Okay, yes. A young guy just became the new mayor of Cleveland. Things are going to be fun. Caleb, do you mean that sincerely or do you mean that like tongue in cheek? like things are going to be fun. Not. That'll be interesting. You're going to make an album with photos and info of your family members who've passed, who I got to meet, or my wife, and burial locations for future generations. That's a good idea too, to include the burial location. Actually, I really like that. Aaron and I talked about, or he brought up that next year he's thinking about taking the day off of work. Oh, I should have put that back in there too. Anyway, taking the day off of work and then picking, you know, one or two or however many family members and actually going to their grave and leaving flowers. Because my grandma's buried in the same town we live in now, the one that we moved to. And I think his Aunt Joanne and his cousin Jerry are both buried in Michigan. But his grandpa, I think, is out in Wisconsin. So, like, we wouldn't be able to go to his grandpa's because, you know, that would require traveling a lot of travel. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna, what is it now over there? Nope, not even gonna attempt it. It's too much stuff in my way. Okay, so I'm gonna just pull some of this out. I have so many page protectors. I got some because I thought I was gonna need them. And then I didn't need them. So we're gonna go like, we'll do like this one can be his grandpa. This one can be maybe his Aunt Joanne. That can be Jerry. This can be Graham. That can be the intro. And then I'm gonna put some tabs on them as well, which also are over there. Millie, hey Millie. Mag, your plan was to write a letter to your dad who passed away when I was 5. Oh, it is really hard. I mean, it is hard. It's really, really, really hard. To talk about and document and, you know, all the things with the people who we loved who aren't here anymore because, it's just sad. They missed so much, you know? And all we can do is hope that the life they did have was one that they really loved. Okay, so this is going to be like an intro page, I think. So what I'm going to do, and on the back side of this is where I'm going to put my, what is Dia de los Muertos? So these are going to go back to back. And then that's going to go with this photo, which is then going to go back to back with this one. And then I'm going to have a photo temp, or like a page that will go with that. Michelle, you don't have to be Mexican or Catholic to celebrate it. You don't have to be those things. It's fine. It's kind of like Christmas. Like, you don't have to be a Christian to celebrate Christmas. You know? It's just, Christmas is like season of joy and giving and all those things. Dia de los Muertos is kind of the same. You know, I am not Catholic, and I'm also actually not Mexican, even though sometimes I wish I was, you know? But I am not, and we celebrate it. So yeah, you don't have to be. It's fine. It will not offend anybody. I really don't think so. And I've actually talked to quite a few of my friends that are Hispanic, and we all kind of feel the same way. Like, I share about it in my Instagram stories. I shared a whole bunch about it yesterday, and I do that every single year when we celebrate, because I want there to be more awareness on, like, what is this holiday? What is it all about? Because it's not just a Mexican Halloween, you know, which is kind of what I thought it was when I first learned about it. And then what are ways to do something similar in your own families? Because it's just a special thing. So yeah, you don't have to be any of those to do it. We all just want everybody to celebrate and remember their family and have a special day for it, you know? Yeah, let's do this white cardstock, I think. Trim this off. And I can cut this out. Both, Caleb? That's funny. He's our age. Huh. Interesting. Oh, Kim, I like that. I like your ideas. Something pertaining that doesn't feel as heavy. Yes. And sometimes I think that that's the beauty in these types of celebrations. Like, Meg, I know you were saying that that in France, it was the Jour de Mort, right? Is what it's called in France. But where it's like a similar kind of celebration, a celebration of the life of our loved ones, you know? And I think that's kind of the beauty of it, is that we have an opportunity to remember the good parts of our family and the things that we really loved about them. It can be really heavy too, of course, but I like the opportunity for some of the lightness, you know? Like, definitely one of these years. I told the story already in my, like, normal book about my grandma saying all of the most ridiculous things. And I'll totally put that in here one of these years, like all the silly things that she used to say. Okay, so there's that and that and that. So these are going to just be a photo collage on another page. I might add some embellishments to it, maybe. We shall see. I love having photos on top of textured white cardstock because it gives it a little bit of extra texture on the page, you know? And I love the way that that looks. So a lot of times that's why I print them in a collage, but then cut them out and put them onto something different. Just because I like the way it looks. Oops. Probably should have put that up a little higher. Maybe I still will. Let me get this one on there so I can see how far apart they go. Okay. okay. Yeah, actually, I think that's fine. Okay, so then that, oops, that, this one's going to go here. And then some of this I'll have to fill in later. You know, like after I have some conversations with people and get a little bit more detail. But I want, are any of these the right pages? Any of these the right pages? They're all bent. That's great. I want, yes. A couple of these. 1, 2, 3. Put that back in. Okay. So what I'm thinking for the story part is like, this is Cousin Jerry. Oh, I should close my door. I think Aaron's getting into a meeting. Close that. This is Aunt Joanne. And this is my grandma. Graham. Okay. Right, so then hers will go in here. This can be Cousin Jerry. And this can be Aunt Joanne. Okay. And we won't have anything yet for Peppa Buzz. So, I have a title piece I'm going to put probably here on this other side of the plastic. And then I also have some pieces that I'm going to put on these. Right, and then this will be a photo and journaling, photo, journaling, and then a story, photo, journaling, story. So let's make some story cards, and then later I'll add my journaling to it and these are going to be specific to the stories that we told last night. So I want some cardstock, which I totally need to place an order for. Okay, so cardstock, here we go. Oh, it's more like morning. Interesting. Let me see what you guys are saying. Didn't want to seem flippant. Yes. That's true. Yeah, Erica, you're right. So like even if you go on the computer and like on the internet and Google search Dia de los Muertos, on Wikipedia, it'll even share like all of the different countries that celebrate it. It's not just Mexico. They say that it originated in Mexico, and they say that it largely originated in Mexico, which means that it, you know, could have possibly originated other places. But it doesn't mean, you know, that you have to be Mexican to celebrate it. So yeah, definitely consider it. I think it's a wonderful holiday. And so like Aaron is Mexican, right? He is half Mexican. His dad is full, all of his grandparents, you know, all that. They never celebrated it in his family. It was like, his grandma told me that she thought it was a creepy holiday. But so his great grandparents immigrated and his grandpa immigrated. So his grandma was US born. Actually, she might have been like little when they came over. It's possible that she was it was probable that she was like a young girl or a child when they came over. But it was something that she didn't really understand. So she was like, it's a creepy holiday and I didn't want to celebrate it. So they didn't They didn't do it. I wonder if this would fit. These are so big though. I don't know, I've never used these. I might try these out just for fun. But then when we started celebrating it, because I was like, well, I like this. I want to do it. So when we started celebrating it, and like talking to her about it and the ways that, you know, how we do it and why we do it and all that kind of stuff, then she was like, oh, you know, actually I kind of really like that. I'm like, yeah. So just, you know, it's interesting. Like, yeah. Yes. What is this? You know what could be if you had some flowers pressed and laminate them in. Oh, Caleb, that would be so pretty. I'll have to think about that for next year. Hey, Maria, welcome. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stamp some titles, and all I want to say is just the story or story. I could even put maybe like a number. Okay, so let's try. I have an idea, actually. I have an idea. Oh, I've never used this one. We'll see how this goes. Jeez, that's sticky. Okay. So, I don't know if this will fit, but there's no way to find out if we don't try, right? S-T. Oh, they'll probably have to overlap a little bit. O-R and Y. Oh, they're definitely going to have to overlap. Story. Or maybe I could do it this way and type it. Okay, we'll try that. So I'm going to do a couple of different inks. Let me just get a bunch of these. I'm going to do those and these and this. Which I kind of want green and teal, I guess. Yeah. And these. And then maybe those. No, not that. This one. Okay. All right, let's see how this goes. We're going to give it a try. So, I need those. I also need my thing, of course, wet, and it is not. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to go get this thing wet so I can clean my stamps. And then I also want to start getting some things cut out too. So actually before we stamp this, which I'm really excited to use these, I'm just going to like stick them together. That will work. S-T-O-R-Y. Okay. So before we do that, I want to get out some cardstock and I have this one. Where's my other colors? Here they are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got 1, 2. I know I want to do a white. I know I want to do a black. So let me grab this and we'll do the black first. I'm just going to use the other half of this from the other day. This is where we did the Pokeballs from this one. So stick it all down. I need to plug in my silhouette. Okay. I'll put this in it. Oh, crap. All this crap. crap in my office. Cannot wait to get this thing organized. It is obnoxious in here. So obnoxious. And partially it's because I have all my Christmas stuff on the floor. Okay. So, oh, wrong side. This side. Alright, we'll load that puppy in there. And I'm going to print out my title pieces. So I've got you, which I think I'll just do like that. Alright, so we'll send it. Heavy, 2 passes to be safe. And it needs to find the silhouette. So let's let it find that. Okay, so that's going to be the title piece. I've got white that I'm going to cut out. What color are you guys? Pink, kind of a black, a yellow. Actually, I might use that for yellow, for the yellow and the blue. And maybe the orange too. Kind of like that. Oh, it found it. Do that first. All right, so then okay, so I've got orange, blue, yellow. Actually, this yellow might even be better so that I don't have to cut into the nice one. And probably not those. I did want to see though if I had any extra white. I kind of like this for backing it though. Okay, so let me get my normal white, regular white, somewhere around here. And then I'm going to cut out a sugar skull. Out of white, and then I've got some flags, like some, they're not flags, a banner, like a Mexican banner, that I'm going to use as title pieces, or just like decorative pieces, and then I think that's it, and my title. Okay, so we're going to use a white, we're going to use a yellow, that can be one of the flags, and blue can be one of the flags. And orange can be one of the flags. Don't really have any red. I need to order some red. Where's my list? I have a running list going for things I need to buy. So I need to get red cardstock. Because I don't have any. And especially with December Daily coming up, I'll probably want some red. Okay, so like this is the only red I have and it's not my favorite. I mean, it's okay. Okay, so I've got orange, I've got yellow. I kind of like that green. It's a good green. How many do I need? What is Dia de los Muertos? These are for 3 family members. I'm going to put a flag up at the top of some of these. So like this one is going to have this flag that'll say what is Dia de los Muertos. This one these that are dimensional that I got like a super long time ago. that one's just a thing. No, I don't really like that. That could be cool for like a layout about the music someday. This one would be cool to talk about alebrijes. So maybe that'll use for that someday. Maybe I'll do the skull on there. That is kind of all I've got. I feel like somebody should design a kit for this. Even if it's just a mini kit. Even if it's just a digital mini kit. I would love to have some supplies that are actually meant for Dia de los Muertos. Yes, I'm thinking I'll put that on there. That is going to be dimensional, but that's okay. And then maybe I'll just stamp like why we celebrate down here. Okay, so let's put that up there so then I won't need one for there. So I've got one that's gonna go here. That'll be something else. And then I'll have one for each family member, so that's 4 total. Which means I need 4 colors. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll do like a purple. I didn't have any pink either, did I? No pink cardstock either. Ugh, I need pink too. Wait, no, I have pink. I have pink. It's just in this other one. I'm not going to do the red because I don't like the shade of it for this project. It's too muted. And let's look at this one. So I do have pink in here. I do have to have a hot pink. Oh yeah, I do. And purple. So maybe I won't do, maybe I'll do these 3. And blue, like those colors. Okay, so I've got white, all the blues, all the pinks. Okay, let's put that to the side. Grab my title. Okay, so this is like one of the only cut files I could find for Dia de los Muertos, because again, there's no product for this. Okay. There are lots of like sugar skulls. You know, like you can find lots of those because those people associate with Halloween as well. But there's not a lot of like titles or like the other things that go with it, you know? Like it's not just about sugar skulls. Mention it to Tracy Reed. That's a good idea. It's a bold move cutting something like that with us watching. What, this? On my silhouette? Where can I find some prompts for, Maria, do you mean, oh, Caleb, prompts. Wait, what? I missed. On your thankful 30 in batches of 5 days at a time. Ooh, yes. That would have never caught right if I tried. That's funny at the end. Me and my silhouette, we get along pretty well. Although yesterday, it decided to not cut something out, which it has literally never done that before, not ever. And of course it waited until I was live to do that. So thank you very much, Silhouette, for that, for embarrassing me. But for the most part, the Silhouette and I, we get along pretty well. It does a pretty good job for me. Okay. I don't have all the fancy tools. You know, like there's like a spatula or something that you can use to get off the pieces off of the mat. I don't have any of that. I just kind of, yeah, gently lift it off. So there is that. Your junk. We're going to keep these pieces. And these pieces. And the rest of this I don't need. We're just gonna, well, some of these are big. I can just scoop them. Okay. Scoop that into the garbage. All right, so that's one. Now, next we're going to do I'll do the sugar skull last because I don't really have a true plan for that one. So let's do, use my blue here. And we're going to cut out a flag next. So put that on there. And send the next thing. Alright, so next is going to be, no, cancel this one. Okay, so send. We're going to put it on heavy, but I'm only going to do one pass. Should I do two passes? No, I think it's only going to need one. Okay, hopefully that will work. It's a slightly thinner cardstock, so I don't think it needs two passes. Okay, so let's put these in here. Getting your booster tomorrow, Millie. Yay! Hey, Emma, no problem. Yeah, I'm seeing, just checking in on you guys, see what you're talking about. No problem. You haven't missed much. Okay. Cut that slightly wrong. Whoops. Oh well. That'll be the back side. So for this, what I'm going to do, I'll probably do this off screen and then share the finished product with you guys tomorrow. This one I'm going to take all of these same colors that we've been working with and I'm going to back the word Muertos. And then I have a second, I cut this out twice so that I could sandwich it on the other side. So that it has, like, both sides have the outline. And then my plan is to use one of these pieces again, and I'm going to position it like right here where you've got the 3 holes, and then there's that, so that this will be a piece on the outside of the divider. So you'll be able to like flip that over and then flip the divider. They could go together, like you could do both of them at the same time, you know, but it's whatever. So that is my plan for there. Let me go get this wet and then we'll do some stamping. Okay. Let's see if we can make this work. Need did did I do with all of these? Oh, you know what? They're right here. That's funny. In my stuff that I meant to put away and I didn't put away. Okay. So, let's put that there. And let's see if we can make this work. So we've got STORY. Okay, I've never used these before. So bear with me while I attempt this for the first time. These are the Laura Wanzik stamps that are they're the color blocked alpha is what they call them. Oh, who's heading out? Mag, are you heading out? See you later. Is that you? Going to get my booster. Dinner's ready. Have to go. Oh, yes it is. Yay, homemade fajitas. Yum. See you later, Mag. Thanks for coming by. Boosters. Lots of boosters. Lunch. Yep. Went searching for the gingerbread mug. And those embellishment trays. Oh no, your Target doesn't have them. Kay, where do you live in Michigan? Because I know you guys went to Spicer's, so you must be nearby. You must be near me. I'll tell you so I'm in, I live in Holly, which is neighbors with Fenton. Actually, we lived in Fenton before we moved to Holly. And it's kind of a sad thing because I love Fenton. I grew up there. I went to high school. Like, my whole family was, my dad went to Fenton High School. We're all Fenton. So then we moved to Holly, which is like it's not the enemy town, but you know what I mean. It's like, Fenton is such snobs. We were always snobs. Oh, we're so much better than Holly. Anyway, it's not true. Whatever. Anyway, so I'm in Holly now, but originally from Fenton. And my point is that Fenton has a really good Target, but so does Flint. Surprisingly, Flint, Michigan has like a killer Target. Just FYI. Yeah, go to Fenton Target. That's the best one. Oh, you're in Grand Blanc. Oh, okay, that's where my my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law live in Grand Blanc. So yeah, we're up there. Not super frequently, but we're up there. Okay, STORY. Do you think I'm gonna try it like this, and then if this doesn't work and we have to go back and do it again, and overlap them a bit more, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So we're gonna try it on this, and then I'm going to streamline it for the rest, as long as I know it works. Flint didn't have anything out yet. Oh, okay. But Flint, okay, so Flint has the Miller Road one has like the Disney section, which blows my mind. I was just there, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and I was totally shocked. Like, what? A whole Disney section is really cool. Okay, STO. Okay, and that flag must be done. So we'll go get that off after I finish this one. Oh. RY. I don't know. I might have to squish them a little bit more. I'm thinking. But I like the way that this is looking. I like it a lot. Okay, R goes this way. R. That's the O. I don't want to get them mixed up. O-R. And Y. thinking about doing the lighter pink. What else do I have? Mackenzie. Olympia. Maybe I'll do Olympia. So I feel like this isn't going to show up super great. So let's do Olympia instead. Oh, which is so juicy. I think maybe I just need a different Olympia because this one like is way too juicy. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. So that's gonna smear everywhere. So maybe, okay, maybe not those. Where's that other green at? It's in the middle, so maybe we'll try Mackenzie. Let's see how that looks. What would you look like? Let's do more. You know what? That's fine. That'll be fine. Okay, so not doing these. Pink can go back. There. Olympia can go back. You're down there. And then let's try this. There you go. Yeah. Yep. Head over there. I went there yesterday to the Fenton Target, and they were getting all their Christmas stuff out. So like the dollar aisle had a bunch of their Christmas stuff, and they're starting to get it in like the aisles as well. There's a lot of good stuff. And they had, I'm trying to think if they had the tray when I was there. I think they do. I think they still have that wooden tray. The gingerbread mug was new when I was there yesterday. It was like they had just gotten it. That one, and they have a couple of Santas too that are really cute. Okay, let's get this flag off. All right, so when I say flagger, I mean pendant, or I mean banner. What I mean is banner. It is this, and let's hope that this actually, I should have done 2 passes. Dang it. Oh no, it's just, oh, it's fine. Okay. So, it's gonna have all these like little bits and pieces in here. So what I need to get rid of is that, and there's a couple in these like bigger slots. So it says Dia de los Muertos. I want to get some of these bigger pieces out. Okay. Come on now. All right, so there's that one. So you can kind of see what this looks like. Like if I put the white behind it and hold it up for you guys, you can kind of see it. So it says Dia de los Muertos. It's got a skull in the middle, and then all this like intricate design on it. So it's really pretty. So that is going to do that. And then I can clear this off, and then the next color I'm gonna do is what I have, purple, pink, and green. So let's do maybe pink next. So, whoops. Oh, down it all goes. All right. Okay. bits and pieces off. Get off. I think that's probably as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so next we're going to do pink. Pink is gonna need 2 passes because now we're back to the thick stuff again. So pink. Okay, put this one in, and this is going to be for my grandma. Graham. Come on. Okay. All right, so this one I no longer need. Okay, so we're doing this one next. We want textured. Yep, 2 passes and go. Okay, so now let's streamline this. So we know O goes in the middle. So green. So Michelle, I have like 2 of the distress. I have distress inks. I have a bunch of like the little distress inks, and I have like 2 of the distress oxides. And I don't know how to feel about them. I mean, I like them, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to Allie's because it's kind of like Allie's inks were one of the first like full sets that I purchased way back when, and maybe I'm just comfortable with them. I don't know. Like I haven't fallen in love with the distress oxides yet. So maybe I just need to try out some more of them, or just pull out. I only have 2, I think, or maybe 3. Maybe I just need to pull them out and give them a go at some point, you know? Yes, there is the O. One of the cool things about making your own journaling cards, so this is what will hold whatever story that we tell for the year, is that because I'm just using a stamp to create my title, these are easily made again, like remade next year in the same style, which is pretty cool. So then it can all match. Okay. Yes, they are. They are good for blending, but I can honestly say I don't ever blend my inks. Like, ever. I think I did one time for a card that I made. And aside from that, a card I made, and then the page that Tashi had me make last year for December Daily. That was the only time that I had ever ink blended before. I don't know, and I like ink blending, but it's just not, I feel like it's very time consuming, and so I just don't really do it. But it doesn't mean that I don't like it, you know? I think it's very pretty. But I think for me, that's probably the biggest reason I didn't get really into the Distress Oxide bandwagon, because I'm not ink blending, so that's not, you know, one of the things I look for in my inks. But who knows, you know? Styles change, we try out different things, so you just never know. I need You. What am I doing right now? You is what I need. Orange. Okay. Oops. Missed on that one a little bit. That's okay. Okay. And then the S. We'll do red first. Wasn't in love with just things, just bought a bunch. I actually really like Close to My Heart inks too, Etienne. I really like. I have the black and I have a red and a green, and I really like them. Where I'm thinking I might just need to look into getting a couple more of them, and maybe every year just adding 2 or 3 new ones to my stash. Because I do have, so I have all of the Alley inks, I have all of the Paper Person inks, and then I have a couple of, well, I have a handful of specific colors for scrapbook.com. And I find I like having the full collection of them, and the reason I haven't really invested more in inks is because I feel like I have all the colors I need, and I have different textures of inks. Like this is more like of a chalky feel, and my Paper Person is more of a bold, you know, clean, filled in look. And then my scrapbook.com ones are also like that, but I have, you know, more shades of the colors I really like. So I don't know. I just haven't felt the pull to add more. But maybe eventually. Okay, so we've got S-T-O, and then R, blue first. Sorry about all the like obnoxious silhouette sounds in the background. I wonder if it's done. Oh, it's done. But I do have 2 more I gotta do, so I apologize. Card makers are inspiring me. Close to my heart too. Yeah. Eight to 9 years. Yeah, they're really good. Here's my one gripe with Close to My Heart that prevents me from just going and buying a bunch of them, is that the ink pad is so big, it doesn't fit in my storage system. So I can't store them with all of my other inks, and that bothers me. So I don't use them nearly as much as I would, because they're not in an area where I can just see them all the time to remember, like, oh, go use that ink. And yeah, so like I appreciate that they're big, but I also, that to me is almost a detractor. I want them to fit with the rest. Or scrapbook.com needs to design another one of their ink storage units, because that's what I use. I really like those, and make it just slightly wider. That could work too, but I doubt that they'll do that, because they're not trying to sell Close to My Heart inks, you know. Oops, just get my finger there. Just ruined 4 journaling cards trying to print on them. Oh no! Caleb, what is happening on them? Why are they not turning out? Like, is it printing in the wrong spot? What's making it ruined? Or is the machine gumming it up so that it's not printing correctly? Organize More has great storage units too. That's good to know. Deb, do they have any that fit the close to my heart inks? Do you know? When the printer pulls the page, it moves a bit and prints wrong. It's bad words were said. Weird. It pulls it. When the printer pulls the page, it moves a bit. Like the card moves on your page a bit? Is that what you mean? Okay. All right, so I can go grab that off. Yes, I do the same thing, Kay. So I do one card at a time. And I know that when I stick my cards down, I actually stick them down pretty well to whatever paper. Like I will, I use my normal adhesive, this one, and I will, like, let's say this is my paper, I'll add my strip here at the top and a strip at the bottom. And then when I put it on there, I do like press down on it. And then when I take it off, you just kind of peel it off, and then you have to rub off any adhesive that's on the back. But that's such a bummer. Special storage for everything. Yes. A fridge storage bin. That's a good idea too. Yeah, right now mine that I have are in, like, I have a bin where I've got my paper trimmer and my large stamp pad thing, or stamp acrylic block is what I mean to say. And that's where I have them right now, but I can't have a whole bunch of them because that will take up all that space. Okay, so this is going to go right here. And my plan is to stamp at the top what is, and then Dia de los Muertos, right? And then we'll have that there. Then I have this one is where we're going to put this little skeleton guy. And we'll say why we celebrate. And then one of these will go in each of the 3x4 pockets. So then I'll have like a photo and then a story. And then I could always just like put stories and stories, you know, like that in here, which would be so cute. Or I can add, you know, another story card with another photo of the person or whatever it is. So that's kind of my plan for this one. I could always do like 2 story cards and then a full page photo, and then flip that over and have another full page photo and more story cards. So that is my intention for this album. No problem, Etienne. Have a good meeting. You're over meetings this week. Yay for vacation on Thursday and Friday. Folders. Emma, which folders? Do you mean like the page protectors or the dividers? I think I'm just gonna throw these in here for now and then fill that in later. Oh, it's so cute. Yep, I really like that. Okay, so let's grab, and this is where that title piece is going to go. Where did I put that? So imagine that this is all filled in with Dia de los Muertos, and then it will be just added in. add it in here. Maybe I'll put it in the middle and have these two pieces. Like if it was like this, where it can go in the middle. I'll probably do it like that, actually. But anyway, that'll be my title piece. And then, or I might just adhere it directly onto this. I'll probably actually do that, adhere it directly on, and then just put the backside one back here. So it's all closed in. That's probably what I'll do. The purple file. Oh, this. You mean this? This, if it's this, is from, I can't think of the name. Citrus Twist. Citrus Twist is where this album came from. If purple file. I think that's what you're talking about. Tell me if it's not. Okay, so let's do this one next. We'll stamp a little title up at the top for what is. This is going to go here. Honestly, might stitch this down. What time is it? 2:30? Okay. Trying to gauge some time here. It's just kind of like put some light adhesive on there. Maybe like that. Yes. Yes, so Emma, they are from Citrus Twist. Yep. And they do. They have a whole bunch of colors. So they have like almost every color of the rainbow, I think, and maybe even every color of the rainbow. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, these are going to be too big for that. So we're not going to use this for that. We'll put these back. Okay, so that can go back. And then I think I'm going to use this one. Maybe we'll use this fun one at the bottom here. For what is what? W-H-A-T. What is? Maybe like that. Okay, so let's in fact get that black back out. Oh, and I suppose I still need this too. Okay. We're just gonna go for it. And this is from that multi-alpha stamp from Ellie Edwards that was a collab with Laura Wanzek. Did you guys see that they released more stamps today? I haven't even had a chance to look at what they are yet, but I did see Laura posted yesterday that she had new stamps coming out today. I'm really curious to see what they are. They're probably all sold out by now. But maybe not. I'm always about the alphas. I did see the one that's like it's like a circle and it says story. And I really like that one. Oh, they don't ship to the UK. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. I wish that all the shipping stuff would like be resolved. Don't you guys? Like, it's so annoying. Just like people not being able to order things from certain places, not being able to send it, not getting it on time. All of the above. Okay, so what is okay. What is Dia de los Muertos? Now, do I have literally anything that has like not even one thing? I'm like, do I have any kind of stamp that looks remotely Mexican? Nope, not even one. Okay, so what is Dia de los Muertos? Oh, and I was going to stitch that on, right? So maybe I'll do that later. I'll probably do that later off camera. That and backing that thing. So we've got what is Dia de los Muertos? I'm probably not going to embellish these photos. I'm just going to leave them as is. So it looks almost kind of like a book, you know? So this we'll put on here. What I do have is, do have an Ali Edwards stamp set that says Celebrate. This is how we celebrate. That would be good for another one. Celebrating, this is totally worth celebrating. This is worth celebrating. Okay, so maybe I have an idea for using some stamps. So far we made 4 October daily pages. Wow, Caleb, 4 like today or just 4 period? That's pretty amazing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stamp that says, this is totally worth celebrating, and we're going to draw a very light outline here that I can erase in a little bit. So put that there, this here, light outline. Yes. Okay. So now I can see the skull there. So what I'm going to do is use, I think I'm going to use these again, but let's use them in kind of some kind of order. So we'll go red, pink, orange, yellow, green, teal. We'll probably not get to all of them. Blue. Oh, you're like a dark green. Blue. Yeah, and gray. So let's use these Ali Edwards again. For now. Amazing, Caleb. Amazing. Okay. So I've got a little block. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to stamp around the skeleton head. So I'm going to just kind of form this so that it goes around the head. So let's start there. And it's not like a real, it's not like a title that says like, this is why we celebrate, but that's okay. You get the gist. So this is totally worth celebrating. 1. Okay. Next, pink. Okay, so then we're gonna make that slightly not as bent. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just kind of adjusting as I go. Bring this down just a teeny bit. Looks good. Okay, so here's orange. All right, so for this part where it goes into the neck area, I'm only going to ink up a portion of it. Maybe only to the word totally. This is totally. Okay. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. I don't know why it's been doing that lately, where it like repeats the same thing over and over again. I don't know. All right, but we're almost there. We're almost done. I think I'm going to finish this one and then probably call it a day after this. Tomorrow. So let's talk about the rest of the week. Tomorrow, my plan is, what is tomorrow? Thursday? My plan is to come on here. Hold on, sorry. My plan is to come on here twice, actually, and do 2 lives tomorrow. So I'm going to come on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm also going to come on in the evening at 7:30 like I normally would, because I need to story plan for my care story kit. I need to get that done, and I also need to get done a couple of projects because well, I need one for Friday, and then also we're going out of town like next week, so I need to prepare something for the week that I'm gone as well. So what I want to do is tomorrow afternoon I would like to come on and story plan. So we'll do the story plan tomorrow afternoon together, like at 1 o'clock or whatever. And then on Friday, we will, or not Friday, tomorrow afternoon. Wait, I already did green. I'm glad I didn't stamp that. Tomorrow afternoon, golly, I can't even think. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to story plan. So if you want to come in, hang out with me live while I story plan for care, then come and hang out and do that. Otherwise, I mean, you don't have to come. You don't have to come to any of these, right? But it's there if you want it. So we're going to do story planning for care. And then tomorrow evening, I'm going to do a layout, or probably 2 layouts, actually. I'll do 2 layouts tomorrow evening with you guys so that I can grab that footage and turn it into some process videos for YouTube. So we'll do that live, and then I can put it there. So that's going to be tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, and then on Friday we'll do the Friday afternoon, where I think Friday afternoon will finish up whatever I need to finish up with this. So I'll just break from this, or, you know, get the rest of my stuff together for it for Friday, so that I don't have to start with you guys on my computer again. And then we'll put away all of the Halloween stuff that I've got here and kind of go through that and get out Christmas stuff and get that organized. That'll be Friday. And then Saturday, I won't have anything because we'll be packing to leave. And Sunday won't be anything because I'll be packing to leave. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to put anything together for the week that I'm gone. What I'll probably do, since I don't foresee myself having, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, which kills me a little bit because I don't like leaving and not having anything for you guys. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. So I will probably do some lives from Mexico, like on Facebook, and just kind of show you guys what we're doing, or maybe even just do like a video while we're there and share it on Patreon with you. And then when I come back, we're going to get into December daily prep. So, and it'll be December daily prep like hyper speed, because at that point I'll be a week behind on where I would like to be. So I'll probably be prepping a lot of pages in the weeks leading up to Christmas. So just as an FYI, I think that's where I'm going to be at for this month. So I will put together a calendar that shares all of that, and then we'll go from there. So tomorrow will be a daytime and an evening. Friday will be a daytime. And you guys, my phone keeps like turning off while it's mid. I hate this. This is stupid. So stupid. All right, I want to go back. Good Lord, for the love of God. Okay, hold on. I don't know if you guys heard any of that. Come on, let's do that. Is that my problem? All right. I don't know what you heard. Did you guys hear any of that? I just talked. Ugh. Hate this. Okay, so I don't know where that froze off at. So yeah, that's cool. Last paper DD collection. Yep. 31 days in a week. Yeah. Okay, some of how next couple weeks will be wonky. Okay, cool. So you guys did hear that. All right, cool. That was it. Yeah, so this week I'll be here. The rest of this week we're going to have tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and then Friday afternoon, and then nothing except for maybe some like live catch up life stuff. That'll probably happen while we're gone in Mexico, from Mexico. And then when I come back, we're going to do some hyperspeed. By hyperspeed, I just mean like a lot of pages in a day, probably diving in full force to December daily prep. Okay, so that gives me my title. It's so cute. All right, so now what I'm going to do is stick this down, take that off, and I need some double-sided adhesive. Okay. I'm going to put this down. Okay. Okay. All right, so there's my skull guy. It's pretty cute. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kay. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I feel a little bad leaving you guys with nothing next week. So, thank you for that. It is, you know, it is what it is. I'm excited though to get into December daily stuff, you guys. Like I'm really like, I'm at the point now where I just want this to be done so that I can put it away and start on the other stuff. Like get it out, get it organized, get my room back to normal again, where it's not like Halloween and Christmas and just regular mess. And we're so close. I mean, so close. So, what do I have left to do in this album? Let's figure that out. Let's figure that out before we say goodbye. Oh, let me get this off. Oh. So, I'm going to cut out 2 more of these. I have 2 now done. I'm going to do 2 more of them. And I need to put names on the pages for the family people. So what these are going to be, so these are more of those flags or banners, which really just make like a whole banner of its own, but I wanted to use these in a different way as more of title pieces. So, let's get all this down. Okay. It's probably, how about this too? That I probably need to cut off actually. Don't ruin it. So like this one will go on my grandma's. And essentially what I'm going to do is have the tabs. So I'll grab tabs for later. This is all of the about what it is, why we celebrate it, blah, 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 blah. More stories will get added to this over time. Then this one would be my grandma's page. So what I would do with this is have a full page picture. And I don't know what's happening. This is very irritating though. So I'm gonna say goodbye for today. That's all I was saying is we're gonna say goodbye, we're gonna head out. That is it for today. I'm gonna try to figure out why my phone is freaking out every 5 seconds and try to get that resolved because oh my god, YouTube is just, I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's my iPhone, but one of them clearly hates me. My Silhouette and I get along great, but apparently iPhone and I do not get along great right now. So that is that. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, friends.